Hi, this is Dave Buggy with Behringer Associates. Wanted to make a short video as I've had a lot of questions lately on what are some of the most useful or impactful dashboards that we get requests for with the Microsoft CRM system. So I thought I'd do a quick video, run you through some dashboards that we see very popular with our customers. The dashboards that you're going to see here are through an example of an integrated Microsoft CRM system, meaning that it's integrated with a back-end ERP system. The system that we're looking at here is our CRM for distribution system, which integrates with a number of different back-end ERP systems and really can integrate with any ERP system that has a SQL database on the back end. So the only caveat is some of the data you'll see here, as I said, is coming in from the ERP system. So the first area that we're going to look at here is in the full screen dashboard area of the product. Microsoft Dynamics CRM has the ability right out of the box to do full screen dashboards. So you can see if I scroll down here, we've got a dashboard with a bunch of different elements to it. The full screen dashboard, you can also set one as your home page default. So every user can have their own default home page dashboard that they configure to show the data that's most important to them. So on this example dashboard, we've got a view of our opportunity pipeline by dollars and by stage. We've got our active customers broken out by top 5 customers and based on rolling 12 months of sales. Over here, we've got our top 5 quote values, open quote values by customer. And down here, we've got an example of some sales rep dashboards. So if you're a sales manager, that might be important to you. These are all also drill down compliant. So if you take any one of these dashboards and you click on the drill down button here, you'll see that up comes a drill down based dashboard that you can get to much more granular level of information. So here's the dashboard. Over here, I can actually drill down and drill into the different areas of the chart. And on the left, it shows me the data that makes up each of those areas of the chart. So really informative. You can start extremely high level and get to a very, very specific level, in this case, all the way down to an order that a customer has placed in the ERP system. Let's look at a couple of other dashboard options that we have available here. So if we drop down the list, you'll see that we've got lots and lots and lots of different dashboards to choose from. Some of these come with our solution, CRM for distribution. Some come out of the box with Microsoft Dynamics CRM, and then some you would create on your own. So we were looking at the main dashboard here. We also have a nice sales history dashboard in our CRM for distribution solution. And what this is showing me is information more about sales. So on the left here, we've got customers by rank. In the middle, we've got delinquent customer accounts, so customers that have an open AR balance that's beyond 30 days. Over here, we've got top 5 customers based on year-to-date profit with a comparison to last year to date. On the furthest chart here, we've got a view of top 5 sales reps, and again, that's by year-to-date profit versus last year-to-date profit. Now, this is a demo system, so there's only one user in here, but you get the idea. You'd see all your sales reps there. Down here, we've got sales by item group by dollars, so you can see your top performing item group in here, or it could be by item, could be by supplier, could be by manufacturer, and so forth. So another example of a great dashboard that's very useful that I hear from my customers, this is one that they use quite a bit. So if I have a sales manager dashboard, all these dashboards can also be completely tailored to either your business or even to end users in your business. So you notice there's a Save As button up in the dashboard. I could hit Save As, give it a name, and then I could tailor that dashboard for my own specific use. Now, everything that we're seeing here depends on the security role that each user has in the system. So there may be users that can view this data and some that can't, right? So they just wouldn't have access to the dashboard. There might be some users that can edit a dashboard and some that can't. there might be a dashboard that a user has access to, that there's a chart on the dashboard that they don't have access to the data, so that chart would be blank. So if I'm a sales rep and I don't have access to the data in the system based on orders not invoiced, then this would just show up blank. Lastly, the security is respected throughout the entire system. So, if I'm looking at a dashboard that has sales by customer account for every customer that we have in the system, it's typical that a sales rep would only see their own customers. So when they look at a dashboard that has all customers, they're only going to see what they're allowed to see. And that example would be their own customers. So security is respected throughout the application. So I took you through the full page dashboard experience in the system. Now I want to take you through what's considered in record based dashboards. And what that means is that dashboards can be displayed within a record in the system. So in this case, I opened up a customer account. In this example, it's Bayberry Incorporated. And if I scroll down through their customer record, you're going to see that there's a ton of great data available, and a lot of it is on dashboards right inside the customer record. So if I scroll down here, first example of that is around sales history. So you can see here that we're calculating sales history from data coming in from the ERP system, and it's showing us month-to-date sales, year-to-date sales, and last year-to-date sales, and so forth, with comparisons. So you can see, whether a customer is up or down. And over here, there is a little chart embedded here based on the gross margin. So we can set a gross margin percentage level at the customer level, and then the system is watching for the gross margin level on that customer to be above or below that threshold. If it's above, then it tells you via a green indicator here that they're in a healthy gross margin level. That would turn yellow if they start to approach the threshold, and it would turn red if they were below the threshold for gross margin. There's also workflows and things that we do based on crossing those thresholds as well, but that's an example of a good dashboard. Another one is around the variance from year over year sales, right? So you look at this customer, year to date is at $103,000 in sales. Last year they were at 93. So we've increased sales to that customer account by 11%. So there's a green indicator there. Again, same concept. It would be red if the sales were down year over year. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. You'll see that also within our solution, CRM for distribution, we have a sales history by supplier or by vendor, and we can also do this by item class, product group, manufacturer, and so forth. It's essentially showing you where your customer is spending their money with you, okay? So in this case, it's by supplier. So I could see that by sorting this year-to-date sales column, that the number one supplier that this customer buys from us is Cursus Luctus LLC, followed by Ultraseas, and so forth. Okay, so you can get a real good sense for where the customer is spending their money. And then over on the right, we've got dashboard parts that are going to let you visualize that data. So in this case, this is suppliers by last year to date profit. So you can get a real good comparison here in terms of where they're at this year and what they were buying last year on the chart here. So again, really good inline, or in this case, in record based dashboarding. Scroll down a little bit further, we've got quote data down here. So these are the quotes that are currently open for this particular customer. And then we have dashboards as well to support that data. And I didn't point out back up here on the sales history dashboard that there's just a ton of different dashboards that we've built in our CRM for distribution solution here based on that particular set of data. So these are in record dashboards, and it allows you to just visualize data within, let's say, a customer record, and are a little bit different than the full screen dashboards that we're dashboarding based on lots of records in the system. And the last area that I want to take you through here is the inline dashboarding. So we just looked at in record dashboarding. Now we're going to take a look at inline dashboarding. Inline means in line with the records that you're working with on the screen. So you can see I'm out here looking at my active customers. Over on the right here, I can turn on the chart, and now I'm looking at visualizing the data that I currently have on the screen over here on the left. So the example here is that I'm looking at customers by rank, A, B, C, and D, again, with the drill down capability. So if I click on the C chart here, it's going to show me all the customers that make up that, that chart, right? So I'm looking at all the customers effectively ranked as a C currently. And the other charts that you have available to you are in a drop down here. So we can look at, top 5 customers by last year to date profit, for example, and so forth. So these are inline dashboards. They're in line with the records that you're currently working in. Very powerful way to visualize your data. So that's a pretty quick run through of the dashboarding capabilities in Microsoft Dynamics CRM as well as in our CRM for distribution solution. We started with the full page dashboards, talked through those. We went into in-record dashboards, and then we also went to inline dashboards. So hopefully you can see that dashboarding is available to you literally everywhere throughout the Dynamics CRM product and really allows you much more powerful ways to use and to analyze data overall. If we can help at all, if you have any questions about dashboarding, you would like some dashboards developed in your system, need pointed in the right direction on this topic, we're always here to help. I've put my contact info on the screen here. Again, I'm Dave Buggy, Vice President and Partner here at Behringer Associates. Have my phone and email information on the screen here. Don't hesitate to reach out. Always love engaging in spirited conversation around CRM topics. And with that, we will conclude our short video. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic